toe joint. What do we teach? Pull the big toe to the top of the shoe. Why? Because it's going to dorsiflex. What does dorsiflex put on my gastroc, which is a primary plantar flexion? It puts the eccentric force. So when we get set, that's my cue. Brace, glute, pull the big toe to my finger, pull the big toe to my shoe. Okay, now, come on. So I'm going to hold him in that isometric position for 5 seconds. Then when I say set, he's going to come up fast. When I say switch, 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 switch. You hear that pop? All I'm looking for is the pop. Force down. This is not a form running drill. This does not look like anything you're ever going to do when you sprint. Why do we do the drill? Because when I get in this lean right here, and I come down fast, I'm overloading the high-speed eccentric through the gastroc. The gastroc controls supinate, pronate, toe. So it's just another way for me to continue to load that muscular system. Not form running, not movement specific, it is muscle specific of a key muscle that we need. Okay? Ab, glute, big toe. 5, 4, 3, set! Switch! 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 Good. That's it. I don't want the knee up. So a lot of people I've seen that do wall drills and try to mimic what they're doing this. They're actually hopping off, driving the knee up, but it completely defeats the whole purpose and the concept of why we do the drill. This isn't a knee flexion exercise. This is not a form running drill. Of course the knees will come up higher when you run. But if you keep the knee short and focus on force application, you're developing the gastroc, which is the whole concept of this drill. Okay? Now let's do the same thing, but now when I say set, go. Go. So I'm still in slow motion, coming up the same knee height as I did on the single. But you heard this. That bone smacked into the ground. So not only am I getting gastroc eccentric, what am I forcing to bend? That rear foot, forefoot transitional complex. So I still have to supinate, accept, pronate, toe off in order for me to ambulate forward. I want that to be quick. So I do want my toe in extreme levels of extension, my forefoot, rear foot to bend, and my ankle to be dorsiflex to raise the threshold of the gastroc. That is going to keep loading the support system. Ready? Back up a little bit. Now keep your head down. What's the intention? As coaches, what do we say? I'm not going to talk about threshold. I'm going to say that word. Athlete, tighten up your abs. I'm going to punch you. Resist my punch. That's a cue. Glute. Pull the big toe. Make it simple for them. 5, 4, 3, set. Go. 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 That's it. You heard the sound? And then you could even do like a single, and a rapid fire sprint. So if we're doing acceleration training, we get complex with this drill. We're going to get more and more efficient at limiting ground contact time, which is rate of force development. They're going to increase their stride frequency and their stride length. Stride frequency because the ground contact time is limited. Stride length because when you propel forward off that explosive of a rate, you come up into that stretch reflex at the top. Hopefully you've also raised that threshold, it comes down. Okay? And you can do XL, decel zone. And you can do any multi-directional motion. Every time we're doing a lateral run change, back pedal brake, forward multi-cut, bending, we always complex with basic linear wall drills because it's going to get the threshold up of toe, forefoot, rear foot complex, ankle, gastroc threshold. That's all this drill does. It's a muscle prep drill. I've even seen articles, I'll be honest, this article is written by friends of mine that I respect, that write articles and say that wall drills should never be done. Now, I agree with the concept of what they say in the article. The article actually says exactly what they say is true. They say that when you do a wall drill, your force application is so far behind your center of mass that it does not look like what you do when you run. So my center of mass at my belly button here. My force application is about 18 to 24 inches behind my center of mass. The article says, I've read multiple articles on this, multiple, that says that doesn't happen when you run. That's 100% true. When you actually sprint, your first step might be slightly behind your center of mass. Your second step is probably directly underneath. Your subsequent steps are either right underneath or slightly in front. Even when you have the most efficient sprint, you're never going to hit way behind your center of mass. So that is a 100% true statement. It's a mathematical fact. It's not an opinion, it's a fact. The only thing I disagree with is the end conclusion of the article is don't do wall drills then. If it doesn't mimic what you do when you run, you shouldn't do it. Okay? Again, I disagree with that because I don't believe in form running. I don't believe that the drills you do are ever going to mimic what you do when you run full speed. If that statement was true, you should just never lift weights. I mean, lifting weights is never going to look like what you do in sport. You should just eliminate all drills. Forget all resisted drills, all assisted drills. The concept of a resisted drill is not to make you practice running better. You get in resistance so you can get more lean so you can overload the support system. So of course it doesn't look like what you want to do in running. That's actually the whole point of why I do it. When you're on a non-moving wall, you can get this lean. Just think about what happens to my gas drop eccentrically. Here versus here. What's loaded more? When I progress strength in the weight room, I want to progressively overload. This is progressing the strength of my gas drop eccentrically at high speeds. Remember, it's all about a threshold. What do muscles know? Contract, relax, threshold. They don't have I's and numbers. There is no such thing. It's those three simple things. That's a physiological fact. They contract, they relax, and they have a threshold of force. Our job is to get them to contract to maximum genetic potential, relax appropriately, and raise the threshold of force. We just happen to be raising the threshold of high-speed eccentric force, which is stored elastic energy. So all those things are trainable effects. You should select drills with that concept in mind. Because now think about it. When you do any changing directions, you have to stride out of the change of direction. So again, getting into the change efficiently is easy. That's just building strength in the weight room and getting your foot to bend more with those bounds we talked about. It's getting out of the change direction fast that makes you elite. And that's why you have to do even a basic drill like this will transfer to all multi-directional motions. Okay? Probably be a good time.